All right, guys, how's it going? So it's very early in the morning here. I'm not awake yet. I've not had a cup of coffee. I've not been to the cafe, not done anything yet, to be honest with you. And I thought it was important to get this video out for you because I've got a few things to do this morning. The morning briefing is going to be late. It's probably going to be this afternoon. But I thought this was an important one. And I woke up this morning, saw some posts on social media, the Twitter twats, saying that Federico Chiesa, I'd be up for a move to Juventus kind of thing. And then Fabrizio Romano chimed in and he said, Federico Chiesa, and then a quote, Juventus, question mark. I still love the club. Returning there one day? Why not? Says on Gazzetta dello Sport front page. That's what Romano is saying. And then there's another quote that Romano's included that says, Thiago Motta didn't want me there. He told me that I was not part of his plans and should go find a team. So, yes, Sleepy Chiesa. If you don't know why we call him Sleepy Chiesa around here, ask in the comments. Sleepy Chiesa, full interview, exclusive interview inside the newspaper. It's behind a paywall. Normally, if you get a paywall link from say, the Times or the Athletic, you can go to archive.ph, which is a website, post it in and it opens up the link. Well, I said to my friend this morning and he went, no, it don't work, So maybe it's a bit early for that. So what I've done for you lovely people, thanks to those of you that support this channel, is I subscribed to this so that I could get the full interview for you and then give it to you in full context. So what you're seeing behind me is what it would look like if you actually opened a newspaper. It's not a website, so to speak, all right? And I'm going to go through this interview with you. I'll try and be as quickly as possible, but I don't really want to leave bits out, if that makes sense, because it just makes it sound like he wants to go to Juve. And don't get me wrong, that's obviously a possibility. So the headline of the interview is Chiesa, I'd go back to Juve, right? Thiago Motta didn't want me. I miss wearing the Azzurri shirt. And then there's a quote from him. It says, the Liverpool winger. Then there's a quote that says, what a thrill to win the Premier League. My future, I'll be back making headlines. Federico Chiesa has just returned to Italy to his retreat in Fort de Mami, but he hasn't stopped training. I'm working every day with the Liverpool programme to show up in top shape for the tests on July 8th. Juventus was his own for 4 years and Liverpool quickly won his heart too. So he marked the recent anniversary of the Heysel tragedy with heartfelt emotion. I feel very close to the victims and I'd also like to send a message to those affected by the incident during Liverpool's recent victory parade. Something terrible happened during a moment that should have been pure joy. And now we go into the questions. All these are questions. Chiesa, how do you assess your first year abroad where you didn't play much but won the Premier League? Positively, because you don't win a Premier every day. Yes, there's regret at not playing more, but you have to look at the season as a whole. Winning is always sweet. I was missing an international experience. After Florence, I had only moved to Turin. Living in a new culture and environment has helped me grow as a man. I'm proud of what I've done. Was the Premier League, Liverpool and Anfield what you expected? Everyone talks about the Premier's intensity, but I saw a lot of quality too. I played with top-class players and even mid-table sides of strong squads. What struck me at Liverpool was the passion of the fans. Anfield's atmosphere is something unique. Salah is stunning. Ballon d'Or level. Salah, or CR7, your former teammate at Juve, who's better? This year, Salah hit Ballon d'Or levels. Cristiano won 5, that speaks for itself. Momo's season was phenomenal and deserves recognition. In my dream 11, I'd have both. Together, they'd score 80 goals a season. Slot, like Allegri at Juve, sees you more as a striker than a winger. Could you follow your father's footsteps? With Allegri, I played the whole season as a second striker and scored goals. Slot tried me there too, and I'm happy. If 2 successful coaches think I can do it, then I must be able to. What's your relationship like with Slot? How would you describe him to Italian fans? In terms of winning mentality, he reminds me of Allegri, but coming from the Netherlands, he has a different methodology. Yes. People thought he might struggle, but he's proven to be a top manager with modern football ideas. We deservedly won the Premier League. Do you regret leaving Juve? No, why would I? They didn't put that on, did they, on social media? Do you know what I mean? How did the farewell come about? They never offered me a renewal. There were talks after the Euros, but nothing came of it. When I returned from my holiday and wedding, I spoke to Thiago Motta, who told me clearly, You're not part of the project. Find a new club. It's a bit harsh, isn't it? But I still have a lot of affection for Juve and the fans. Were the months frozen out humiliating? No, because I trained with other players in the same situation. From day one, they were clear. I trained with the team for 2 weeks, then Motta didn't want me anymore. I'm a professional. I accepted it and kept working to find another club. It hurt because I care about Juve and thought I still had a lot to give. Did you expect more respect? I was at Juve for 4 years. Everyone's off to work. Did you hear that? All cars are starting. Everyone's going to work. Did you expect more respect? I was at Juve for 4 years and always behaved properly. It was their decision. I was able to train in good conditions, but I missed out on friendlies. At Liverpool, I had to start from scratch, and that set me back. Spalletti once called you the Italian sinner. Have you heard from him since being out of the national team? Yes, last time was in March. He called to see how I was and how the season was going. It meant a lot. He wanted to call me up in September, but I had physical issues due to limited pre-season at Juve, so I couldn't join. Do you miss Italy or the Azzurri more? The national team, wearing that shirt is something incredible. Would you return to Italy just to play regularly again, maybe even at Milan? That's something to discuss this summer. My agent, family and I have a great relationship with Liverpool. That's good to hear, you know. There's reasons for me saying that. The goal is to be ready for the restart. We look for the best solution for everyone. Would Allegri going to Milan help that move? People say a lot, but I respect Max deeply. He gave me a lot. I started strong last year. He's a winner and a great pick for Milan. He helped me understand I could play as a second striker. He broadened my horizons. Sousa gave me my Serie A debut and Mancini my high point at the Euros, but Allegri really helped me grow in how I play. When did you last speak to him? He called in September to wish me luck at Liverpool. That was very kind. Is your Juventus chapter closed, or could you return even on loan? Never say never. Do you feel you gave Juve everything you could? I believe I gave my all in Turin, even though injury halted my development. I could have grown more, but the coach made another choice. Bastard. No, he didn't say that. He said bastardo. No, he didn't. You were once seen as Italy's best player. Do you feel forgotten by Italian football? It's a harsh interview, this, isn't it? No. I had a Premier League season with little playing time. It happens. A lot was down to pre-season and adjusting, and I was fucking knackered. No, it don't matter. And I've got everything I need to return to top form. Was it just fitness or also competition? Not doing pre-season with the squad was a big issue. I spoke with teammates. It was really tough. In the first 6 months, we were flying. Plus, I had Salah ahead of me. But I feel like a Liverpool player. And the club sees me that way too. That's why they signed me. What's your dream for 25-26? I hope it's my season. My dream is to play in the World Cup. I've played and won a Euros. The World Cup would be the pinnacle. How many goals are you targeting next season? Let's just get him in a kit first, I'd say, wouldn't you? I want to beat my personal league record of 10 and my total of 15, but I know I can do more. I'm an optimist. I want to exceed myself. Were you surprised by all that's happened at Juve in recent months? It upset me. I've still got many friends there, and it was tough seeing them struggle. I didn't expect it to end that way. The club had a plan that didn't work. They made the Champions League, but at Juve, 4th place is the bare minimum. I'm happy to see Chiellini in the new management. He was a great captain and is a solid presence. Now that Vlahovic is in a similar situation to where you were last year, would you recommend the Premier League to him? Do you remember I used to bang on about Vlahovic only years ago? Do you remember when was it Fiorentina? What a fucking player he was. I don't watch Italian football anymore. I watch La Liga now. So I took my eye off that, but I really wanted him at Liverpool at one time. Let's see what he says. Yes, would you recommend to the Premier League to him? Yes, but above all, he should make the choice that makes him happy and lets him show his worth. Dusan is a great player, but everything is still open. I like him. Yildiz got the number 10 shirt. Was that the right call? Number 10 at Juventus is a heavy number. Kenan is smart and talented. The shirt fits him, but it comes with added responsibility. Legends like Platini and Del Piero wore it. Yildiz has the potential to follow in their footsteps. Have you spoken to Tonali this season? Would you be surprised if he joined Juve? No, we haven't spoken, but he'd be a great signing for Juve. He's a top player and proven it at Newcastle. Why is Douglas Luiz, arriving from the Premier League, disappointed in Serie A? It happens. It's about settling in. Douglas is strong. Juve were right to buy him. What did you make of Conte winning the Scudetto with Napoli? Whoever signs Conte, like Allegri, has a better shot at the Scudetto. He's shown it again at Napoli. He's a winner wherever he goes. Success follows like Max and Ancelotti. Last question. And your rating for year one as a husband? A 10. Because I've seen my wife happy. But I'll ask Lucia to confirm. We're very happy this whole experience has helped us grow. Now, that was the full interview in context. Now, if you look at some of the Twitter twats that have just put in a bit about, yeah, I'd be up for it, Juventus maybe, why not, and all that, right? They're making it sound one way. And I'll be honest with you, when I read those quotes this morning, I instantly, I was like, well, fuck you, innit? Do you know what I mean? Even though I like the lad, and I really would like him to stay. I wasn't falling asleep. I really would like him to stay, right? I would. And I don't know what will happen, to be honest with you. But I do like him. And when we signed him, the social media post that the club did, the official reveal, if you like, in the videos, he looked like he'd won the fucking lottery, didn't he? Do you know what I mean? Like, I've never seen a player sign for Liverpool and look so happy in all my life. And I like him. I really do like him. And I really hope that he can, have his full fitness and be fully conditioned and be ready to be called upon. I do. Whether that's going to be the case or not, actually, let me rephrase that. I think he will become all of those things. But whether it's the case or not that the manager is a head coach, fuck off, I know what he is. Whether he fits, thinks he's capable or fits in his plans, who knows? But I know it's a bit naff reading an interview. Do you know what I mean? Imagine if I read it in Italian, it'd be even worse. But I thought that you needed a bit of context because you're going to see a lot of people talking about this today on social media, if you're fucking on social media. Best advice I'll ever give you is don't go on X, Twitter, whatever it's fucking called, for football stuff. But there you go. And on those posts where people are saying, do you know what, let's have a look at what they're saying. I'll show you. But you can log off now if you want. Don't forget to get me a coffee because I paid for this for you this fucking morning. So love that under the video. Thank you very much. You see, on my channel, you'll see people with a football next to the name. They're channel members, aka legends around these parts, right? Just remember that. That means they support me. And I could have put this video behind a paywall and said, hey, I've got something special for you. But no, I put it out there for everybody. All right, let's have a look. So Fabrizio Romano was chiming in. Even in the comments to Fabrizio Romano, people were saying, hey, context, he also said. Because I thought he bigged up Liverpool quite a bit there. I think his responses were very mature, really, don't you? Like, he's saying, like, he's talking about he's working on his fitness now for Liverpool. He could have put that out, couldn't you? Fabrizio Romano could have put, I'm working hard on my fitness to get back to Liverpool in the summer, right? He's asked the obvious questions by the media. Well, do you see yourself back in Italy one day? No big deal with that question. Yeah, why not? Right? That's no difference to Alexis McAllister when they said, do you see yourself playing in Spain? And he said, yeah, why not? All right? It's not, they're making it sound like he's, you know what I mean? Let's have a look. These Twitter twats are terrible. Anfield edition, Chiesa. Juventus, I still love the club returning there one day. Why not? Nothing else in there. Fuck off to Juve. No, that one says fuck off Juve. I'm a cop-out now. He knows what's coming, just talking so he can attract some attention. Do you know what I mean? It's so wrong. Because and someone said, put there, this is taken out of context. He did say he loves Juventus, but he later said, for now I am with a team that actually wins trophies. I love it here, and so does my wife and the Italian scouser, but when I retire, I will go back to Juve. I didn't see that in that interview. Did you see that in that interview? I've got the full interview. Did he say he didn't say that? No, what did he say there? But, it doesn't say I'm the Italian scouser. Guys, he doesn't say that. I got the... Let me ask Dave. Dave, good morning.
Good morning, Dunk. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm all right, buddy. Listen, in that interview that you just translated for me, does Chiesa say anywhere, I am the Italian scouser?
He doesn't actually use that phrase in the interview. He mostly talks about his experiences at Liverpool and his feelings about Juventus and the national team.
Yeah, because some of the, the clickbaiters, those, the shitty websites, the content creators, they're trying to suggest that he's trying to instigate a move to Italy. And I thought in that interview he came across as respectful. Maybe I'll play there one day, but I'm also focused very much on Liverpool. What did you think, Dave? Tell me what you think.
I definitely got the impression that he was quite balanced and respectful.
Yeah.
He seemed to appreciate his time at Juve, but he also seemed genuinely happy at Liverpool and focused on making his mark there. So I think those rumours are definitely a bit of a stretch.
Yes. All right, mate. Right. I've got to go, Dave. I've not had a cup of coffee yet. I'll speak to you in a bit.
All right, Dunk. Enjoy that coffee, and I'll catch up with you later. Have a great one.
See? Dunk knows best. No, Dave knows best. No, because I don't speak Italian. So what I do is I'll get the whole thing and I'll say, hey, do me a favour. What does it say in his fucking interview? But there's a little bit around. He didn't say that, did he? No, he didn't say that. Anyway, it don't fucking matter. I read to you, I can assure you, word for word, what is in that interview, all right? So, I'm going to leave it with you. I've got things to do. My morning briefing's going to be late, guys. I'm sorry. But I wanted to get this out to you as quickly as possible. So I'll leave it with you. Yeah, I was going through, see, my memory's shite, innit? I was going through Anfield Edition, Anfield Sector. They're just quoting Fabrizio Romano, the exact same thing. Juventus, I still the club, returning there one day, why not? LFC Transfer Room also did it there, a terrible account. They're all shite, to be honest with you. They just regurgitate everybody else's shit. Right, I don't need to bore you anymore with it. I'll catch you in a bit. If you appreciate the effort, I've not even had a cup of coffee yet. If you appreciate the effort, please thumbs up the video. What did you make of that interview, to be honest with you? What's your real feelings? I mean, if money came in for him, fine, let him go. If the lad's unhappy, we know he's had his struggles at Liverpool. I'm told he's a total professional. So, I like people like that, to be honest with you. And, I don't know, I think he's just being honest, like we'll see what happens in the summer. Maybe Liverpool don't want me. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that, is there? His interview was all right, wasn't it? Context. All right, guys, I'll leave it with you. Thumbs up, drop me a comment if you want to buy me a coffee. I'm off to the cafe in a minute to review the Spanish papers for you. That's right. See if there's anything in there of interest. There's a love out under the video, or you can join the channel or whatever. But anyone that gets me a coffee, I always give them a shout out in my morning briefing, which will be coming up a bit later today on my other YouTube channel. The link is in the video description, and it will also pop up on the screen. I'd love it if you'd come over and subscribe. Okay, guys, take care.